Welcome to Fireside Giants. My name is Alex, and if you just watched the Giants game, they freaking won, guys. How? I have no idea. Sam Darnold seeing ghosts out there, Giants defense holding them to 3 points. That looked like a different team. And I will say Carolina's offense has been playing pretty poorly the last couple of weeks, but 3 points? Stellar, absolutely phenomenal performance by this defense, finally stepping up and having a really great game and playing like the unit we know they are. Now, I do want to give a couple of accolades out to a couple of these players because one of them that stood out to me, Azeez Ojulari, man. Azeez Ojulari had himself a phenomenal performance, probably the best of his career by a far margin. He finished the game with 2.5 sacks, 5 total tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, and 4 quarterback hits. Do you understand how insane? Even if it was against a bad left tackle, he was dominating all game long. This is the Giants. The Giants needed a pass rusher so badly. They so badly needed somebody to step up, and somebody did. Azeez Ojulari, rookie, bright future ahead, 50th overall pick, man. Really, really great performance from him. So I want to give a big shout out to Azeez Ojulari, the young prince, for going out there and performing and showing us what he's capable of doing. And a couple other players that showed up. Jabril Peppers had a solid game. I know he had a sack on Sam Darnold. Did a front flip. He was looking all athletic and crazy. Leonard Williams had a sack and a half. Looked really good as well. Dexter Lawrence had a good game. He had a sack, a tackle for a loss, and a quarterback hit. The Giants combined today for 6 sacks, which is a lot more than they had last week against the Rams. They really limited Carolina just entirely. I mean, Sam Darnold finished the game with 111 yards and an interception. They only had 56 rushing yards of the game. The Giants finally put together a good run defense. It's been a while, and I know that was a big point of concern for the defense and Patrick Graham lately. So they finally put together a good performance there. Really impressive. And I will also say that Daniel freaking Jones. So all the people that keep talking shit about Daniel Jones, he's the real deal, man. The guy was running, the guy was throwing, the guy was catching all day long, man. He had such a great game. Really awesome to see him come out here and play clean football behind an offensive line that most high schools would say, please get this off of our field. You know, Nate Solder, the turnstile, we all love, and he needs to go instantly. Matt Pert had an okay game. He made a couple mistakes here and there, but he wasn't terrible by any means. They still obviously miss Andrew Thomas. Billy Price looks like the turnstile. He always is. But altogether, Daniel Jones, a lot of quick throws, a lot of screen passes, getting the ball out efficiently, a lot of running the football, and of course the Daniel Jones trick play, Dante Pettis throwing him one-handed catch. OBJ who? OBJ who? Daniel Jones out here catching, throwing, and passing. Unbelievable how successful he looked today, how great he looked, but despite not having his playmakers, despite not having an offensive line. Shout out to DJ, shout out to the man DJ, Daniel Jones, for stepping up and having a great game. He was sacked twice on the day, and he really just impressed me overall, and I think that he deserves a lot of credit. Dante Pettis had a good game. Darius Slayton had a good game, 5 receptions, 63 yards. This is a team that needed some guys to step up, and scoring 25 points against the Panthers, who have a solid D, is pretty impressive. I'm really happy to say this Giants team looked good. Now, the Panthers have been struggling. They're going to have to come out next week against Kansas City, and Kansas City did lose Patrick Mahomes midway through the game. He had a head injury. He got hit. He looked like he might have had a concussion, but as we saw, Daniel Jones returned the next week. But, man, the Chiefs look bad. They're 3-4 on the year now. Man, they got destroyed by the Titans, 27-3. They've scored 17 points they beat Washington 31-13, but scoring 3 points. Titans, obviously, defense stepped up, but if the Giants defense can step up and play well today, it'll be really exciting to see. This game could be interesting, especially, beating a Bucs team would be massive for the Giants. I'm not going to get ahead of myself because I know the Giants are very fond of winning a game and then suddenly turning off and looking terrible, but they will be hosting the Bucs at they will be in Kansas City. So the Giants will travel to KC, and they will have to play at Arrowhead, which is known to be a very, very loud stadium. But altogether, man, this was a really great game. I thought that overall, I was impressed with the defense. I was impressed with Daniel Jones. I was impressed with Azeez Ojulari specifically. Now, Jason Garrett's red zone offense calling is still abysmal. It's still awful. He had a couple of really solid play call drives that were good, and I was impressed, on those drives in the middle of the field. But once he got into the red zone, he looked like he didn't know what was happening. The Dante Pettis score, good job there. I'll give him credit for that, but ultimately, there was one drive where it was a halfback dive, a play action with one receiver. It was Evan Ingram running a route. They just shut that down. And another halfback dive, and they turned the ball over. Ended up being a safety thanks to a great play by Leonard Williams and Azeez Ojulari, putting pressure on Darnold and him throwing the ball at the ground. But overall, really awesome to see the Giants getting a win here. We needed this win so badly. Now we're 2-5. We're still a long way away from being a good team by any means. But hey, I'd rather win than lose the rest of the year and be upset and pissed off. Now we can enjoy a little bit. Victory Monday. The Knicks play tonight. Maybe they win as well. Another victory Monday. Washington lost today, so the Giants, still up in that NFC East. I know Dallas is legit. Philadelphia's beating the Vegas Raiders. But, let's see what happens, guys. This Giants team, they disappear, then they reappear, and they really don't know what to make of them at this point in the season. But the next couple games, Chiefs, Raiders, Bucks, Eagles, very, very difficult schedule ahead. I'm not entirely sure what to think of that. It's going to be really difficult for them to walk away with wins. But hey, we're going to do our best. We're going to try. We're not going anywhere. So hopefully, we'll get some weapons back. Kadarius Toney's ankle heals up. Kenny Galladay's hyperextended knee. Maybe we get Saquon back. I know Andrew Thomas will probably be back around week 11, but if we can get at least 1 or 2 wins against the Eagles, Bucks, Raiders, Chiefs, if we can go 2-2 in that span right there, the end portion of our schedule is a little bit easier with the Dolphins. Chargers are really good, and then you have the Eagles again. We got to beat the Eagles twice, basically, and then the Bears and Washington. So we have Eagles, Bears, Washington to close out the season. We could beat those teams if we have everybody healthy. I'm optimistic about that, but guys, let's just enjoy this win. The defense looked phenomenal. They finally played like we know they can. Really, really excited there, and, just enjoy it, man. No more bleach today. No bleach today. And I'll give you a couple interesting stats that I did some research on while the game was going on. Azeez Ojulari is on pace for 13 sacks this season, which would be the highest since Jason Pierre-Paul since 2011. If he can keep producing, maybe he can get there. He also leads all rookies with 5.5 sacks. The young Prince is killing it. Really impressed there. This was a good game, man. Sterling Shepard's energy was awesome on the bench. I gotta say that Azeez Ojulari, man, keep your eye on that kid. He really impressed me. He was kicking ass all day long. With that speed rush on the outside and that bend, he was doing some really, really good things. I was really impressed. The Giants knocked Sam Darnold out of the game. He was playing so bad. So that's something to be excited about. We got some momentum now. Let's see what we can do. Daniel Jones didn't make any big mistakes. He looked good. I was happy with his performance. Some people might say he needs to be doing more or doing less. I don't know. But look, I'm excited. Let's get this Giants team in a better place. Let's pick up another win. Let's go out against the Chiefs next week, kick some ass, and make them feel our presence, because I know this team is good enough to compete. It's just a matter of them clicking on all cylinders. Hopefully the coaching staff can devise a good game plan to take down Kansas City, which would be just a behemoth victory. We'll keep updated on Patrick Mahomes throughout the week and what's going on with his header if they're playing their backup. So we'll keep you guys informed as always. Make sure to hit the link in the description for BUSR, BUSR. If you sign up, they're going to match your first bet, and you're going to be included in a $250 free giveaway. If you want to make some extra money, if you want to get free $250, just sign up. Click the link below. Really simple. And if you bet, they're going to match your first bet. Everything is free there. If you're with the first bet, it can be up to $500. They're going to give you a free bet on your first one, guys. It's like a super easy. You don't even have to do anything. You just have to sign up and deposit $100 as a minimum. But take advantage of that. We're winning. Let's have some fun. Let's make a little bit of money. Let's have some good times. And avoid the bleach this weekend. Have a nice glass of wine and enjoy your Sunday. Let's go freaking Giants. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the next New York Giants video.